So custom GPTs are all the rage, and they are spectacular. I love them. Nothing is more fun to me than building a custom GPT and then using it, iterating, changing it, making it, refining it, making it everything that I wanted it to be when I envisioned it in the beginning. Here's the thing. If you are already building GPTs, if you're already using custom GPTs inside of ChatGPT, you may not know this, but every GPT build involves trade-offs. There's an 8,000 character limit. Whew. And that can run out really fast, especially when you're trying to use it responsibly and install all kinds of guardrails to help keep your outputs high quality and consistency, and build in things like compliance-led principles and scope containment and hallucination reduction and error reduction, and making sure that it's information that it comes back with is a little more trustworthy, right? If we want to reduce all those things and increase the quality of our builds, there's a lot of system instruction we have to build into that, and we only have 8,000 characters to do it. And so the thing about that is there's got to be trade-offs in every build. Whether that means that you're going to have a point of friction that you'd rather not have, to have more stability, to have more safety in that GPT, that may be what it is. And the thing is, like, GPTs, ChatGPT and custom GPTs, it's a system that relies on instruction weight, space constraints, and probability, but there's no logic involved. This is not what we're used to, and that's what is so hard, I think, for most people to grasp about working with not just ChatGPT, but large language models in general. And so when you do understand that, when you understand how the system works, and you understand that you have the constraints and that you have to make trade-offs, then you start to ask yourself the right questions about your GPT builds, right? What matters most in this build? What are the guardrails that are the most important things? And what behavior do I need to protect at all costs? What needs to be the most stable behavior in this GPT time and time again when I come back and use it, or when my end user is using it? What trade-offs am I willing to make to preserve that functionality that matters the most, that protected behavior? And a lot of GPTs drift when they don't need to, because they weren't built with that stability in mind, with guardrails to help protect the behavior that was meant to be repeated, and repeated well, and repeated effectively through GPT use. So a lot of times they can collapse under also too many priorities in one instruction block. I mean, if you are maxed out, you've got to remember, as I shared in another video that I'll link down here below, the token weight differs. The longer the context, the more context it has to refer to, the more likely that there is to be drift. So you want to get in all the things that matter, but we have to do it and condense it in a way in our system instruction blocks that doesn't give it too much that it needs to respond to, or it's going to drift even faster. And so it's not about building the perfect custom GPT. That doesn't exist. It is about just getting clear and understanding what matters most to you in this build, and then how to protect that and protect the quality of output, and then put in the right constraints in space to make that behavior consistent and make that persistent across its use. Again, you can never fully eliminate drift. You just can't, because of the nature of the architecture of these system models. But you can really reduce it, and you can build a custom GPT, or even enjoy use of the general GPT that gives you consistent quality outcomes if you understand these system limitations that are inherent, and you understand how to work best with them so that you're going with the flow and not against it. If you want more of this content, if you want to hear more and learn more about how to work well with large language models and the things that we need to be aware of with AI, and just learn some really cool stuff, hit that subscribe button and check out the link below to that other video I referenced.